So what's up everyone, and today I'm going to be talking about the iOS 11.2.1 update, which is coming early next week. Now let's just first start with a reason that Apple needs to push, hold on, let me actually work this out a second, like their 9th, I think, update to iOS 11 in about 11 weeks, well, maybe 12. 9 updates in that long is kind of bad, because it obviously means something's wrong. Just saying, Apple, you might want to fix this. Anyway, there's a reason that this one's coming out, and basically what that reason is that HomeKit has a vulnerability where you can basically gain access to anyone's house if obviously you have like a HomeKit connected devices like lights or locks or anything. So if you have like a HomeKit locks and that for doors and that, basically without you wanting someone to, they can basically unlock your doors and get into your house or wherever they want to get, that's basically got a HomeKit connected door. So basically this literally just means you could go out one day and, I mean, there's literally hardly any chance of it. I think most people are safe from this one, but you could basically go out and close like the door and that as you normally would, but then someone else can exploit it and basically just get in anyway without you even being there or knowing. So basically there is a temporary fix which is on Apple's server sort of side of things at the minute, but the only way to actually totally kill this issue is to patch it with an update, which is why we are getting 11.2.1 early next week, which kind of seems mad that there's going to be another update, but it is to fix like the HomeKit thing because it's quite major, if you know what I mean. But there is nothing really to worry about. I mean, I can't even explain how you sort of produce the glitch because no one's actually publishing any sort of like instructions to produce it. The reason for that is clearly because it's to do with a house, obviously. So if anything happens, then people are going to reproduce that and they can just get into someone's house. So obviously they're not going to publish information on that because they obviously don't want you to get into someone's house or anything. So like, I think it was Macworld that published this in the first place, saying like this issue is there. Just lately, I just feel like Apple, their security is going sort of. I mean, if you look at the macOS High Sierra 10.13.1 root bug at the minute, where you can literally just type in root instead of like a password or anything and get access to a lot of things that you probably shouldn't have access to. I mean, most of the things that you can get access to would want a password. So if you look at that sort of bug at the minute, then it's just got to be sort of patched. And I mean, I don't know, I've used Apple for a long time. I've had Android phones, but I've never had Android phones as my main phones. I've always got an iPhone. It just feels like, in a way, that the software's getting more glitchy, there's more security issues. It just feels like they're sort of starting to die off a bit on software and security. I'm hoping, to be honest, that iOS 12 comes out next year, just fixes a lot of these issues, because right now there's just too many, and I'm hoping that with iOS 12 they'll just sort of rebuild it, parts of it, and it'll just be a fresh start with like 12.0 or something, but we'll see. But yeah, so that's the security flaw in HomeKit at the minute. Let's just see what they do. Hopefully they'll be fixing that very soon. I mean, I don't speak for Apple, but it is coming early next week, 11.2.1, so yeah. No one will be getting into anyone's houses after that, and I mean, like I said, no one's really telling you how to activate the glitch, which is fair enough, but I sort of would have liked to know, not just to get into anyone's house, just out of curiosity, like how they do it, but you can exploit it, and we will be getting an update within basically the next couple of days.